Hello guys, just wanted to make this short video today that will go over how you will be able to use the colleague name variable in your outbound emails so as to generate much more positive responses, because that is something that I've been seeing. If you are able to include your colleague name to make the email more personalized and relevant, it is at a higher probability of converting into a positive response and thereby a meeting and a potential client. Alright, and I've seen some talk about this already on LinkedIn, but no one really shows how you will be able to get this from Clay itself. So today's video it will cover on that. But before I go into Clay, just wanted to show the script first. So the subject line is quick question, and what I did here was that I included I wasn't sure if I should send this to you or the name of the colleague, so this would gather their interest and make them open the email already. And then the next sentence will go into our offer and what we do exactly, what kind of problems do we solve. So in this case, I am a outbound client acquisition firm, so I will say the target audience as well as the problem that we help to solve. Okay, and then I end off with just a question that will just an open-ended question that will generate some sort of interest or discussion. Okay, so I say, is this something you're currently facing? Can I send more info to you or colleague name? Okay, so this can either be the first email, or it can even be the second email where you can ask them if they are the right person to reach out to, or should you reach out to their colleague name instead. So it is a very useful variable to use. So now within Clay, what you want to do to get this colleague name is I first use the Apollo enrichment. Obviously I've got all my leads here already, okay, including their email, including their name and their job title. And then from there I added in an Apollo enrichment. So the enrichment is just called find people at company by job title. Yep, as you can see here. And it requires your Apollo API key, but this also works on the free plan. There's just an API rate limit. And then what you want to do here is to include the job titles that you are looking for that are relevant to your offer, as well as in the same management level as whoever you're targeting. So in this case, I'm targeting founders and CEOs. So I also included other decision makers such as the VPs and the C-suite executives, and I also included people that are relevant to my offer, like marketing and sales. If you're doing some sort of B2B SaaS or technology instead, you might want to include like the tech department or the digital transformation department instead. Okay, and then from the columns I have extracted the colleague name, which you can do here. I have included the colleague name, the colleague title, and the name. And lastly, I also added in a check because there were some overlapping job titles that I targeted. For example, I targeted founders and CEOs, and I also targeted founders and CEOs here because there are other co-founders, right? So I included in a check as well. So this is just the formula that will help me to see whether the person here is the same person as the lead I reached out to, because you don't want the same name in the same email, right? The same person in the same email, because that will just be very confusing to the prospect. So it's just a simple formula that will check if it is the same colleague that I am already targeting in the email. Alright, and then I can just add in the filter here to filter out those. So it's not checked in this case. Okay, so now I'll be able to actually target their colleague and not them again. Alright, I hope this video has been helpful with showing you how you can use Clay to find out the names of the colleagues of the prospects that you're targeting, so that it will enable you to generate much more positive responses with your outbound campaigns. Hope you found this video valuable as useful. Okay, and I hope to speak again soon.